We're going to be diving into the world of options, and more specifically, put options. What is a put option? Why would somebody want to involve themselves in put options? And what's the risks behind it? What are the parts, the components of this put option? Whenever I was originally taught about options in school, I didn't really understand why someone would be interested in buying or selling options when you could just buy or sell the stock. Why put yourself through the premiums and the calls and buying and selling and the puts and all these different complex situations? But I want to paint a picture for you that I think will help you understand and maybe make more sense of why someone needs options. Imagine that you're a fund manager and you own millions of dollars worth of stock. Let's just say that you own 100,000 shares of Apple, and it's not your money, it's someone else's money. And if things go south, you've got to make phone calls to your clients. So imagine this. You think that Apple is going to drop in the price 20%, and you own 100,000 shares. What do? Do you sell your stock and make the phone calls, tell them that you're selling the stock? It's a hot stock, right? Everybody wants it, but you think it's going to go down. It collects a great dividend. Are you just going to sell it out? And if you sell it, you're going to have to pay those capital gains tax. But you have an option though. You can make the choice to buy a put option. What is a put option? Well, we know what an option is, right? The put option gives someone the right, but not the obligation, to sell shares at a set price over a given time frame. So in this example with Apple, let's just say they have 100,000 shares. They could buy 1,000 contracts of the put for their protection at a certain price and then over a certain time frame. So they might do 30 days, they might do 60 days, they might do 90 days just to hedge if the stock goes down. What are some situations where they might think this way? Why would a fund manager think that, man, the stock is going to go down? Well, there could be some bad earnings coming up. The stock could have some bad news. Maybe there's a new product line and things go south on this new product that they're coming out with. But they might think maybe in a few months that the stock's going to go back up, so it's not worth selling. So what do? Buy a put. It's going to give you that protection. As a fund manager, it's going to make you responsible, because if you think the stock's going down, it gives you the choice to be able to cover your position without selling your position. So that's on the buying side. What about on the selling side? Why would I want to sell or be the writer of a put option? Well, if you think that the stock is going to go down, but you don't want to buy the stock, but you think, man, if it goes down to a certain price, then I'm going to sell this put option for a premium. If I'm going to sell this insurance policy to this fund manager, I'm going to collect some income. Now, this isn't capital gains. This is an income that's coming to you, this premium, because you're offering an insurance protection. You're going to collect income. Sell this put. If the price goes down to that strike price, then you're going to eventually own that stock at that price, which is what you agreed to, and it would be something that you'd be interested in. It's a stock like Apple. You say, well, if Apple went down to that price, that's a great price for me to get in. I'm going to buy it. I can collect that premium in the process until it gets to that price. So there's a benefit on both sides to doing options. So what are the parts of an option? The first thing that you have is the strike price. At what price do you agree to buy or sell those shares? Both from the fund manager side and from the person that's selling the option side. What's the agreed price? That's called the strike price. It is the price at which the shares in the contract that will be exchanged. On the fund manager side, they'll be sold. On the person selling the put, they'll be bought. That's the strike price. The second part of a put option is the expiration date, which is just like the expiration date on your carton of milk, is basically how long the contract is active for. Options have a wide range of expiration dates that you can choose from. These options can be weekly, these options can be monthly, and then they expire at the end of the week or at the end of the month. So where can put options get risky? Put options get risky when someone buys a contract and they don't own the shares, and they're expecting this stock to go way down. What happens if it doesn't? People lose a lot of money because they make this kind of move. You can also make a lot of money, but it's not managing risk very well. And that's the important part with any kind of trading that you do, is that you manage your risk.